The main focus is on Yuri. He was able to get that one on the board. Now, sadly, they weren't able to win the series, but individually and in the individuals of FURIA really were shining through.
Yeah, they have shown us a lot of promise throughout the duration of this bracket. But it's only right that we go and give our victors a nomination here in this Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Play. So roll that beautiful Kusta footage.
Yeah, B-side train right now. Kusta, he stops the bomb. Actually, sorry, gets it right after the plant comes in and just cleans up FURIA on the retake. Even goes up the ladder to close out the round. This is a nice one from Kusta. I think he had a really, really good series today. He looked really, really good on that B-side, stalling things out on Inferno as well. And yeah, more Kusta for me.
Yes, more Kusta for me, but I'd also have a side of automatic, or moreover, a side arm on automatic. With this USP, he finds 3 on an A hold here. Really well done, clean stuff from automatic, and he was a nuisance throughout this A site on Vertigo, which does seem like so long ago, but it ultimately wasn't. I got just one more nomination for you guys, one more power play, and this one, I think, Harry, you're gonna enjoy it. It's a hero ace from Art.
Oh man, it's this one. Look, okay, so the context on this round is FURIA have no money apart from Art. He buys this AWP with pistols around him, and then he goes on to ace the round to secure the victory on Vertigo for FURIA. This was mind-blowing. Like, these hero weapons, they normally find some impact if the team goes on to win the round, but very rarely do they find all the impact, which was the case here for Art. This was stellar, everything about it. That third shot onto DAPS, disgusting. He doesn't even know what hit him. Automatic didn't know either. And in the end, well, Art does go on to win the round and secure this map for FURIA. What a fashion to do it.
That was a big one as well, because I feel like Gen.G were warming back into that. They were getting a few T rounds on the board. They were looking like overtime was on the card, so Art winning that eco was a huge one for FURIA.
Yes, it was. And of course, we want you to participate in our poll by heading over to @ESLCS. Get your votes in on the poll that was posted for your Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Plays. We're going to review that footage one more time towards the end of this segment. But for the time being, we got to keep this show on the road. That Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Play, it's been a staple of this ESL One Road to Rio, and it doesn't look to stop today. So make sure you get over there and get your votes right on in. So what else do we have to talk about, guys? I mean, if we wipe all of that away, I guess the only thing left to do really is to talk to the side of Gen.G. And I'm pretty sure that DAPS, a man of many words and a lot of energy, is ready to talk to us. What's up, Damien?
Hey, I'm doing great, Trace. How are you?
Not bad, man.
Pretty calm.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it cool up here, kind of like you, man. I kind of inspired by you in a way.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, let's keep down the path right here. Let's talk about coming into today and just the matchup that you had at hand. You saw last night FURIA beating up on Liquid, a little bit of a back and forth. What did you think of that game before you got into today?
I was kind of surprised a little bit, but I think FURIA recently has been playing really well and Liquid not so much. So it was kind of a 50-50 match in my opinion.
DAPS, talking about Vertigo, right? It may seem a long time ago now, and you guys did lose that map, but you know, when you think of FURIA on Vertigo, you think of Art and his very aggressive pushes at the start of the round. We actually saw Som shutting him down round after round on CT, coming up that short position. How much of your game plan was based around stopping Art on these heroic, you know, spawn pushes? Because he's always a nuisance on Vertigo.
Honestly, we didn't have that much of a game plan going into Vertigo in terms of them. We were more so focusing on ourselves. But yeah, I mean, no, that wasn't really part of our game plan.
Well, yeah, to tie on to that, to talk about your own game plan then on Vertigo, right? We the game versus Cloud9 the other day where we saw them win 9 T rounds in a row to close it out on that A site with a lot of executes. We saw you guys struggling with the retakes there. You had really good retakes today versus FURIA on that A site. So what were the changes you made, you know, coming into today as opposed to that Cloud9 game? Did you learn a lot from that demo, perhaps?
Not like. Yeah, we talked about the reasons we lost to Cloud9, but I think we just individually aren't that comfortable on Vertigo yet.
Yeah.
It's a map we haven't put as much time to as other maps, which clearly shows, and we just need to keep going in on that map because we suck on it, to be honest.
Hey, man, you know, you have this sort of reality about you. I really do love your gravity, DAPS, but I do need to also ask, your gravity doesn't affect a player like Som. We know him as a young player. He was an up-and-coming player. Now I'd like to say he's really entrenched. What do you think about his play style overall? He seems like he's always in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay.
Thank you. Outstanding interview by DAPS, of course.
No.
I'm kidding. What do you think?
No. Yeah, I mean, he's a really selfless player, and he definitely puts a lot of time in on the team to make sure he keeps a good form. Obviously, he hasn't hit his Anaheim form, which is insane, but I think our team's slowly transitioning into online play, and it's getting better and better.
So one last question I'm going to have for you, DAPS, on our way out. And obviously, congratulations for winning the RTR for North America. On the other side of it, I want to know if we are inside of your man cave right now, inside of this interview. Is that where you are right now in this moment?
Yeah, I didn't. Since the coronavirus stuff happened, I kind of didn't have time to move back into a new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just sort of in like a storage room right now.
Cool. So like a straight up storage unit. Maybe like you guys rented that out, and then that's kind of cool, I guess. DAPS, maybe I'll come by and hang out sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Hey man, it's always good to talk to you. I wish we had a little bit more time. We got to do this whole closing the show thing up here, and I'm sure you guys want to go take a breather on your end. Anything you want to say out there to the Gen.G fans?
Thanks for supporting us as always, and thank you to our sponsors.
Wow, DAPS, he's such a
More
class
labs.
act. Love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you, DAPS, for your time. We'll be seeing you around, I'm sure of it. Gen.G looking to stay right where they are.
Yeah, and I mean, after performances like that, like who can doubt that, right? You know, Gen.G, they rise through the ranks, they top the group, they defeat Cloud9 in a rematch that they lost in the group stage, they go on to beat FURIA in the grand final. What a storyline for this team, and I'm sure they've got leaps and bounds and new heights to reach, especially when we get back into LAN play.
Especially then. Let's go ahead and take a look at the one thing that separates us from the end of the